right now.
Well, yeah. Don't make them think that they heard the camera chatter.
No, I didn't hear the camera chatter.
There are a lot of variables to pull these things off from 4 hours away. It's amazing what you can do with technology now. Back on my news day. And I got the read. I got the read on the keys to the game. Brought to you by Finley Toyota. All right, and I'll let Tom take that. Zappo.
From fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is the USL Championship 2019. Tonight, Las Vegas Lights FC faces off against the league debutants, New Mexico United. Good evening and welcome everybody. Alongside Tom Traxler, I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Thanks for joining us for Lights Soccer on MyLVTV and ESPN+. Tom, Vegas hoping to break out of a bit of a scoring slump. Just one goal in their last 4 league games.
That's right, Jeff, but before that, they had 18 goals, but like the lake you think you see in the desert, it's disappeared. But there is good news. Listen, Vegas is a team that creates a lot of scoring opportunities. They're just not finishing them. So it just takes one to go, then the rest start coming. As we get a look here, plenty of opportunity, good crossing opportunities. Vegas is a team that can score goals, and you don't want to be the team that they explode on.
Well, they're facing the most potent scoring team in the USL Championship. 31 goals for New Mexico. Some of that firepower, though, on the bench tonight.
It is true. You're gonna see Kevon Frater on the bench tonight, but you know what? This team gets goals from lots of different places. Santi Moar will be on the pitch, and that guy can cut in from the left. He can slice you. He can dice you. He can score. They also have Devon Sandoval on field, so plenty of offensive power.
Tonight's Keys to the Game brought to you by Findlay Toyota, where John Barr will do anything to sell you a car.
Anything?
Anything.
Well, that's what the Lights have to do. Anything to get those goals. Let it ride. Go after it, I say. Absolutely. Put a possibly tired New Mexico team under pressure. And then if you're New Mexico United, rope-a-dope, and then counterpunch Vegas. You got to go after them as they're pushing forward.
It's Las Vegas in first place, New Mexico United. The Zappos starting lineups and kickoff is on the way next.
All right, Barr, let's see what you got. Great, Barr. That's really using your head. You made the team.
Thanks, Coach.
Water?
I'd do anything to sell you a car.
That was hard work.
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
Zappos makes returns easy, so you can save the drama.
What do you want?
For your 18th century prima donna.
Did you eat my last taquito?
Nope.
Lawyer!
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com. Zappos makes getting help at any time easy.
They're on their way.
Great.
So you can save the drama.
Curfew was 2 hours ago.
For your teenage llama.
Michael, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com.
Well, Cashman Field, site of an epic showdown tonight in the USL Championship. Las Vegas and New Mexico United. Jeff Radcliffe and Tom Traxler with you as we set to show you our Zappos starting lineups. Visit zappos.com/soccer.
Yep, we'll have a look. Here we go. And it's going to be one of their newer players, Dejan Jakovic, in the back for the Vegas Lights. Olsen will be in goal. But take a look up top. You don't see Para. No, you don't. But Tripa Hernandez is in the lineup along with Junior Sandoval.
The Zappos starting lineup for the visitors. New Mexico United, a hodgepodge with their Open Cup game coming up this week.
Well, you'd think they would make some changes, being that they do have an Open Cup game, and they did make a few. But Santi Moar does make the lineup. He can make things tick for New Mexico United. They have Devon Sandoval on the lineup. Ryan Williams is there. And at the back, keep your eye on Rashid Teta and Austin Yearwood.
And yes, the league's leading scorer and hero from Wednesday night in Colorado in the Open Cup, Kevon Frater, on the bench. So a great scoring punch on that bench for Troy Lesesne, the 35-year-old first-year head coach of one of 7 expansion teams this year, and they are at the top of the West for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're a team that's exciting. They can score goals, but you know what, Jeff? They're playing a team that's equally as exciting, especially at home, because at home they're unbeaten. Talking about the Las Vegas Lights, and they can put your lights out when they're playing at home.
UMC is official hospital of the Lights. Tonight's health report Shows that Brian De La Fuente still nursing a lower body injury. Nothing to report for New Mexico United. Lights FC wearing the road jerseys again tonight. And of course those jerseys will be given right off their backs from Boston Dental Group at the end of this match. None of these players take those jerseys home. They give them to the fans.
Literally, we give you a jersey off our back.
Well, in Vegas, fireworks lead things off. Brought to you by America First Credit Union. As the Lights to start this one off with a bang on the field as well. And Jose Villarreal making his second start. It is game on at Cashman Field in Las Vegas. Lights attacking left to right. And we'll see what kind of posture Eric Winalda's team take off the bat. Immediately it was Tete having to make the intervention on the long ball. Is direct a good play here tonight for each of these teams? That's a question that needs to be answered.
Well, personally for me, off the kickoff, I always say go forward. There's no reason to go back and put yourself under pressure. Go forward and put the other team under pressure. And that's what Vegas did right away.
All the way back to one of the best keepers in the league, Cody Mizell, their captain, 46 saves, good for second in USL Championship. We apologize. The sunshine just waiting to set over the horizon. And in minute number 2, you see the pools all ready to go. $50 gets you a swimming pool, your floaties, your towels. Part of that Summer of Soccer initiative, which feature also the lowest price tickets in club history. Just $10 to get into this match tonight. And tickets for the remaining 4 between now and August 24th are on sale.
I don't know if I'd have on my Speedo, but I'd have on some kind of swimsuit with my floaties in there for sure, and my sunglasses.
Well, we saw Bojo and DJ Ocho last week take a dive. Not the dive you would be accustomed to in the beautiful game. Watch out breaking your clavicle diving into those bad boys. Lights will concede possession on that far side. And New Mexico will whip it around the park. Again, big winners, one of 2 USL Championship teams to advance midweek, along with St. Louis. They beat Colorado Rapids. They had to play a full 120 minutes plus penalties. They went 4-2 in penalties to beat the MLS side. And now they win a date against FC Dallas on the road Wednesday night.
Yeah, very exciting for them, of course, as it would be for any team that gets to that round of the U.S. Open Cup. And that's something that their coach, Troy Lesesne, is going to have to put in the back of his mind. But he did say to us that as cliche as it sounds, let's take a pause here, see what happens here. As cliche as it sounds, they can't look ahead. They've got to focus on tonight's match. And that is true because this is very important. They have teams chasing them in their division, so to come here and try and get any result would be great. Look at this.
Great combination in as they were trying to free up Jose Villarreal. And up now the right side, Gabe Robinson getting in an advanced position. Garcia Lopez, it takes a touch. Running in late was Preston. It took a bit of a deflection on its way out. We'll have our first corner kick of the match. Santi Moar down holding his ribs.
That's not what you want to see if you're the New Mexico coach, Troy Lesesne, but look at this ball in. And there, right there, it was Preston getting across his defender, getting it at the near post. If you can get across the keeper, across your defender at the near post, that's really dangerous when a good ball comes in.
Villarreal will serve this in with the left foot. Lights have 5 set-piece goals this season. We're in our 4th minute. Delivery to the far post and in-swinger. Over everybody. Cruz settles. And will recycle things around. Torre, and turned over. Sandoval started it off and paired with Ryan Williams up top tonight for New Mexico. Into touch it goes, and it'll be a throw in on the near side for New Mexico United. 6-2-7 for the time being in first place. Not bad for Troy Lesesne in this expansion year.
I like right now Vegas a bit patient, setting their first confrontation line a little bit high, just beyond the D, but still patient, compact. So far, New Mexico United not able to play through them, though. Tough going in the midfield.
Santi Moar on the ground again. Both of these teams playing in baseball stadiums. In the case of the Lights, a former baseball stadium now, with the Aviators across town. Moar will whip it across. And nicked forward. Williams wearing the number 7 kit. And New Mexico settling into the offense. Top scoring team in USL Championship. Delivery, trying to find the ever dangerous Sandoval, the man that scored the first goal in team history, and he's going to put on a bit of a press. Tommy K. Olsen, homegrown product. Villarreal keeping it alive.
This game's off to a very quick start. Both teams trying to set a good tempo.
Tripa finding KGL. Garcia Lopez into the corner, tracked down by Padilla. Like that Sampson. Good combination
good
play.
ball.
Tripa on the ball. Trying to get his left foot around it. Instead, dribbles by one and earns the corner kick. Well, his quality hasn't been in the lineup the last couple of games.
In a town known for good magicians, he showed his magic right there. Tripa Hernandez, as he said, now you see me, now you don't. And goes right around him, creating trouble. You can see the quality that he has.
Was that a mind freak? Second quarter of the match, Villarreal will play it short. The corner of the 18, Tripa. That one off of Moar.
Oh, asking for a handball. You got to appeal in those situations.
Moar unable to get a touch to it. Possession being controlled by Las Vegas. Good start here for the Lights.
Yeah,
Pablo Cruz.
For sure. Nice and bright. Very good start. Again, both teams trying to set a really good, fast tempo.
Pablito inside the 18. Ball in towards the 6 and dealt with by Rashid Tete. Williams dropping back deep for New Mexico to help regain possession. Tete on the ball. You know, my point in mentioning the baseball stadiums is most of these teams are used to playing on a compact pitch. And are very good at working in tight spaces. 50-50 upcoming. KGL got on it to it first. Here's Preston, accustomed to playing on that right side tonight, an out-and-out striker. The hold up. Cruz circles around, tidy on the ball as always. Tripa. Back in. Salih Muhammad and Padilla on the right side. Good bit of possession here to start. Robinson. Center back now split wide. Jakovic will initiate the switch at the point of attack.
Good spell of possession here for Las Vegas Lights.
Cruz held up by Preston. Now Villarreal coming away with it. Still trying to work his way into match fitness. Villarreal on the ball to the byline. Gets it across and earns, I believe, another corner. That is, in fact, the case.
Fantastic by the Las Vegas Lights right there. Good possession, patient, good movement. Good running off the ball and holding on the ball, letting it go at just the right times. I'm sure right now Eric Ronaldo really pleased with the first 9 minutes, first eight minutes or so that he's seen from his team.
Lights FC turning the screws. Here's an in-swinger from the far side. Headed on and just off target. And it will go in behind for a goal kick. They got to head to it, and it was Jakovic, who can be dangerous at 6'2".
Yeah, well, get your 6'2" frame up there, and he does. Absolutely. And, you know, that's certainly right off the training ground. They know they're going to get his big body forward, but he just put it by the post. But again, just creating the opportunities. They just need one to go in. You get one to go in, and it's going to start coming.
Lights have only conceded 2 goals all year at home. And they've scored the majority of their 19 goals on the season in this park as well. The definition of being a home versus road team.
Yeah, clearly very strong.
Gotten 1 point away from Cashman.
but have yet to lose on their home pitch.
They've got half of it sorted out. Now, if they can get the splits on the road, they're going to be in fantastic shape.
Every opponent knows this when they come in here. Rakovic. It's a nice ball to try to break lines. And now Tripa.
Right now, New Mexico United just look like they're looking at trying to catch shadows.
Moby Fear on the diagonal. Left, Cruz on it. Corner of the 18 has the overlap coming. He'll cut to his left. In front, Preston couldn't get a clean leg on it. And now we'll have to get numbers back. Got it by Christian Torres. 56% of the possession, Vegas. And again, Preston using that pace. And we'll have corner kick number 4. Or maybe a throw in.
Well, Tripa Hernandez there is so comfortable on the ball. When you have a player like that so comfortable, can get by his first defender, it creates havoc for everybody else. And he's smart and is able to find other players and get behind New Mexico United.
Villarreal. Torre. Everybody getting the attack tonight. The slip and slide in effect. That one in on Mizell quickly.
Yeah, he came across top. He came across sort of top of the box and saw the opening, and it's a good area to have to go from. Sometimes you're that far post in play, and it can be difficult for goalkeepers. You're getting a look at see him cut inside, and he had one idea in mind the whole time. He was going to shoot. Pablo Cruz,
27-year-old out of Pasadena. He's in Armenia playing last year. Known for his exploits with Cal United. Before that, Orange County Blues. And a brilliant delivery on right-footed free kicks. Yet to get that first goal of the season. You know, he's been itching. What you gonna do when Pablo Cruz gets his first?
What you gonna do when that goose egg's gone? You're gonna score again and again and again. You're gonna keep getting goals. That's the idea.
Battle by Torre again at the left back spot tonight. So far, Las Vegas bossing this thing in the 13th minute now.
Yeah, I mean, New Mexico United, of course, they've had travel days. I mean, I'm sure they're, you know, it's been a tough few days after the U.S. Open Cup game, which was fantastic for them, but they've not sniffed Las Vegas's goal yet.
Villarreal, but after a foul, Preston saying, that wasn't me. Tabor Taka Preston, the Cameroonian, last year playing in the Czech Republic. And so far this season, Tom, Eric Winaldo's really liked bringing him off the bench because of that change of pace. He's the fastest guy on the field.
Yeah, look, when you can come off the bench and you're playing against tighter legs, yeah, you can have quite an impact.
Moar stuck on his own half. Mohamed has to play it back all the way to Mizell. And Yearwood moving into that center back role after playing out on the edge the last 2 matches. Played 120 minutes the other night. You mentioned tired. When is that going to affect them, knowing what they've got coming up?
You know, I wonder if it's affecting them right now, to be honest with you, Jeff. And you have to know, they play 120 minutes, shootout. Then the next day is a travel day, but they went back home. And then they had to travel again to Vegas. So, you know, I don't know how much time they've actually had on the field between that game and tonight, to be quite fair. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are some tired legs out there.
Collected by Madden, making just his second start of the season, the Baltimore native. The 23 shirt for New Mexico. We're in their home kits tonight. We get to see the Meow Wolf on display. There's Williams from Mililani Town, Hawaii. Moar. And to Williams. It's on his left foot, circles back And the Charlotte Eagle loses the handle.
Look at the heavy pressure being applied by Vegas.
Now Preston will race down to the corner, hold it up, wait for assistance. He's got it. Tripa with lots of space to operate. As Villarreal in front. Opts to reset things with Cruz. Tripa. Lazy, but nearly worked out. Christian Torres. And moved back into the midfield, the most versatile player on this Lights roster. We've seen him at center back, we've seen him at left back, central midfield. Play anywhere but keeper, really. And how big is that? If you're Eric Winalda, to have a number of players on the roster like Christian Torres, you can just plug in a guy, also one of the few that returned from the roster last year that know how things go.
To a coach, it's invaluable that you can have a guy that you can put in different places and know that you're going to get a good shift.
Played at left back most of last year and has been open, doing whatever helps the team. And despite the recent run of form, it's a team that is still together and showing fight in training.
Well, look, like I said, yeah, I mean, goal scoring's been tough of late, but they're creating chances. They're just two different things. It's one thing to create chances, not score. It's a whole other thing to not create chances.
Robinson on the anticipation. Now he's into the area, has Preston to his left. And will try to earn the corner. Does it go behind?
That should be a corner.
How about the effort there? Reading it was young Gabe Robinson here, the rookie. Earns yet another set-piece opportunity here for Las Vegas in the opening half.
Well, for me,
the fifth corner kick.
It looks like New Mexico's been caught by high pressure, and it's something that they've not come to grips with yet. Las Vegas Lights have absolutely stepped up the pressure.
Cruz Jr. whips it in low. Fans getting hyped up. Torre. Fair. Waiting on it is Cruz. One of the more comfortable men on the ball you'll see in USL Championship this season. Cruz to the byline again. Will collect. Sandoval out to defend. Nothing wastes your energy like defending, especially when you're an offensive player.
Look, it's tough when you defend for long periods of time. Just the energy you have to use, the concentration, especially out in the heat. It's smart by Vegas. Keep possession, keep possession.
That thermometer has been rising in Vegas the last couple of weeks. It has been getting toasty in the desert. Mohammed trying to settle things down here for the visitors. On the road this year, 3-1-4 away from Isotopes Park. That's one of the better road records you'll see in the league. Been very pragmatic. Anytime you can score goals, you got a chance. Williams. And Santi Mawar. To Padilla. Put a left foot into it. Dealt with by Jakovic. New Mexico United will do well to just keep possession as long as possible. Mawar. Gets a shot away. Mawar right at TKO. First shot of the night for New Mexico United.
Well, and there's Santi Mawar showing his quality, which he's full of, absolutely. You get a look here. He is on his right foot, just dangerous, coming in from the left side across the right. And he can make you miss. You can swing and miss, swing and miss. When you defend him, you've got to watch ball, stay on your feet.
Spaniard fourth in the league in shots taken, 36 coming in. Now on 37. And second in goals scored, tied with 9 goals. 2 goals against Austin a couple of weeks ago. 12 a year ago with Bethlehem Steel.
That is that is New Mexico United's first bit of anything decent in the game so far.
Robinson won the header. Tripa goes back to collect, squaring it. Eric to Torres. And to Preston. He's just footing a bit. Good job collecting. And we'll reset things with Villarreal. Villarreal, which is 25 years old, one of the more experienced 25-year-olds you'll see in North American soccer.
Oh, he did well to bring that down and keep it in. Pablo Cruz there.
Pablito. On right at Padilla. And will roll out of play for a throw-in. Torre. Torres. Line serves another one into the area. Preston has to, looks like a catcher behind home plate trying to track a foul ball. A joust in the middle of the park, coming away with it, United. And turning it immediately over. Those are tired legs. Moby Fair. 21 minutes into this one. No score, but Las Vegas has been lurking. Another service in, clear away by Tete. And will continue to just press the issue. Tripa. Break down these guys.
Before that, Las Vegas Lights doing a good job of they have good rotation, good movement. Just enjoying the ball when they have it.
Sampson. Second minute. Mexico a bit of a possession spell here to cool things down. And the attack again. They come up out of nowhere and score a goal. We've seen it all year. Sampson. Trying to trip offside flag. Didn't come up, but safely in the hands of Tommy K. Olsen.
Yeah, it was good movement as well. Right there by New Mexico United, just cycling, getting Tommy Madden through, and then trying to find him on the side, but he was offside.
Got a long way to go in this match, but we'd love to hear from you throughout the game. You can tweet us at LightsFC or me, Jeff_Radcliffe, or at TTrax15. Try to read your best tweets on the air. So glad you are along with us wherever you happen to be. Step for step with Mohamed Zjakovic.
I'll tell you, if I could be, I'd be calling the game from one of those pools.
That's something we should try.
I would love to do that.
Would we have to wear a bathing suit?
I would.
We have a floaty? Can we get a llama floaty?
I'm sure we could find one.
Because if you're going to go into the pool, you got to go all in.
Yeah, I would go all in. Now, if I could have a Waldo along.
Now, here's the issue. When you're hooked up to electronics like we are with the headset,
that's just
water
the risk,
doesn't mix.
That's the risk you take, Jeff. It's the risk you take.
Could be a shocking result.
It would be electrifying.
That's all what they would want at Cashman Field. See Lopez. We'll get the return ball from Tripa.
Lovely.
It's inside.
Oh,
Villarreal can't get there. Good work by Tete to read it.
Yeah, I thought good run.
Good passages of play here in the first 24 minutes. No breakthrough as of yet. Goes end quickly. Olsen.
Yeah, looks smart. He just says, hey, hang on, let's get set here. He didn't see anything on right away. Obviously, he had outpunted the goalkeeper. Cody Mizell had outpunted everybody, so all of New Mexico United were behind the ball at that point.
Olsen eyeing a target. The right foot long. And Padilla will track back. Ball battle between the keepers for the time being. Jakovic, who Eric on chat with him this week singled out. A guy who had 2 days of training before that match last week.
Jakovic did well there, but if I'm Gabe Robinson next to him, I'm trying to get behind him on that ball in the air because Jakovic's got Sandoval pressuring him. And if it drops him behind, you want to make sure you have good cover.
Moby. Light shirts in the attacking third. Good shape, held by New Mexico. The negative ball back. And this one rolls out. Well, join us at Cashman Field in 2 weeks when OKC Energy FC comes to town, thanks to Terrible Herbst Convenience Stores. Tickets start at $10 during the summer of soccer, delivered by Zappos. Get your tickets now at lightsfc.com/tickets or any La Bonita supermarket. Summer of soccer is underway.
Terrible Herbst Convenience Store. I loved it.
It was terrible.
I love it.
Fair. Give it a go. Whoa. And send the home run out of the park. Touch them all.
That one went, and it's listening to Yacht Rock on the way. That ball went cruising. Wants to stay down. Wants to keep your head down, your toe down.
Hey, have the space. We are ready for liftoff. Whose job is it now to go get that ball? Is it Dottie and Dolly?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, normally they're
it's in the
herdees, not the herders. Yeah?
Send them after it.
Robinson wins a big header. And Tete doing due diligence. Coming back. Sampson.
Oh, no, somebody's got to go get it. That ball costs money.
Moar lifting it long, tracking it. Right side into the area. This is nervy moments. Got to clear. Coming out is TKO. And it's off the post. Sandoval down. A hold your breath moment.
That was squeaky bum time right there. That gets people off their seats. So as they come in, good tackle. The ball goes up. Everybody's concentrating. And Olsen comes across, trying to parry it out, but he goes across. His own player goes across. Sandoval. That was always going to be a tough one. Ooh, and right now, the crossbar was a good friend of the Las Vegas Lights.
Nearly disaster.
And
up in the throat of Eric Winolta.
Yeah, and after the start to the half so far, that would have felt a bit unfair.
Slow to get up is Muhammad. Trying to break the line, stepping in the way was Sampson. Last 5 minutes or so have been better for United. They've settled into this game. There's Estrada. Over the line it goes. And it will be a goal kick for Thomas Olsen. Coming up on the half-hour mark, no score.
Yeah, that's all this game needs right now, Jeff. Really is. It just needs a goal. It's got so much of everything else. I mean, play's been quick, combinations. Just need someone to poke one across the line.
TKO about to hit that Select ball. The official ball supplier of the USL Championship is Select. supply many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit SelectSportsAmerica.com. Robinson with that patented big throw. He's into the area.
Ooh, if he can get that
off of the shoulder.
If he can get that somewhere in around the box, that's a weapon. Well, if you're New Mexico United, Troy was saying, look, you're probably saying, okay, hey, we've weathered a good early storm. So now it's time to start connecting passes. It's time for us to start playing.
Muhammad, the distributor cap, bringing it out to the right side with Estrada. Some space to operate. Now we'll play the negative ball back to Tommy Madden, making just his second start of the season. Drew Sandoval. Work it up to Devin. Been comfortable for the most part so far tonight. Possession coming back the way of New Mexico. They now got 47% of it. And Yakovich will clean it up. Lifted long, not going to bother anybody.
Trying to clear lines, maybe thought that he had somebody going through the other end, but nobody really was making that run.
Well, change has been the only constant this year in the lineup for Eric Winalda and his staff. We've had injuries aplenty, some suspensions. So trying to keep that familiar 11 has been difficult and nearly a howler on a giveaway. We saw earlier tonight Charlotte score a goal on a bad clearance against Birmingham. And it nearly replayed itself.
Oh boy. Oof.
No.
That's the last thing you want. You don't want to be charitable when you're having trouble scoring goals. Don't be charitable at the other end.
If New Mexico were to nick a goal, they are going to pack it in.
Well, yeah, that would be what they would like to see. They'd like to get that early lead, then sit in and make it difficult.
Tripa, 18, played off the ball nicely by Ethan Sampson. South African combining with Madden, and it's cleared out of trouble. Torre. Traubin makes the run. Torre will shoot. Oh. He will score! Javon Torre, a strike to be remembered. And the lights lead it in the 32nd.
Javon Torre, winner, chicken dinner. What a strike. Probably exactly what the Las Vegas Lights deserved for their first 32 minutes of work.
Torre's second goal of the season, commanding that run.
Comes through and just, you see him, he says, I'm going to take left, and finds the back of the net with a great strike.
And he probably got carded for that.
Well, hey, he was trying to give away his shirt too early, Jeff. That was the thing.
We'll see if that officially happens.
It did.
It did, yeah. His fourth yellow card of the season, now one away from a suspension.
I mean, it's
when you're a defensive player and you're scoring a goal like that.
Well, look, you get emotional, but you have to remember keep your shirt because, look, you got a long way to go. Now he's like one moment away from being sent off, and all because he took off his shirt. I get it. And yes, it is. They need a hydration break. We mentioned the high temperatures out in Vegas.
Well, that got the electric company and the Lucy Fuerza off their feet. Got a chance to throw the confetti. Whoa. And it's 1-0 to the good for Las Vegas Lights FC on the strike from Javon Torre. And that's a yellow card. It's automatic.
Yep, it is. It's easy. If that doesn't get you off your feet, I don't know what will. So, hey, look, great start to the match so far. And they've gotten the lead that their play has deserved. And it's all come from, they've really, the heavy pressure. You could see it coming.
New Mexico
and now
chasing a 1-0
Yeah,
game.
now they're going to be chasing a little bit.
So now you'll have to work even harder if you're going to try to get something from it. And we're back underway after the hydration break. Moar. Spaniard will cut to his right foot, leave it for Sandoval.
Look at the numbers that Vegas get when he gets the ball, the numbers they get around.
We're still 10 minutes from halftime. New Mexico United has trailed at the half just once all season. And will have their first corner kick.
Look, I think this was always going to be a tough ask because, again, coming off a big win in the U.S. Open Cup, and then, you need to rotate your squad. You have to, because you have another game coming on Wednesday night, but they still want to try to get something, and I think they feel they have the squad that still can get something. But it was just going to be a tough ask. Vegas very good at home.
From distance, and field goal is good.
Boy, that one got out of there in a hurry.
It was Muhammad looking for his first strike of the season there. So just a few moments after Thomas Olson got a bit lucky.
Well,
Las Vegas have the lead.
Well, I think there's a chance. So I think if you're Troy Saints, what do you want to see? You want to see your team have a response. So you've been scored on. What's your response? Can you come down? Can you create a shooting opportunity?
Cruz into the area. Villarreal, did it take a deflection? It did not. So goal kick it is for Cody Mizell, who's been beaten for the 23rd time this year.
That hydration break, give everyone a chance to catch your breath, because it's been a torrid start to the game for both teams, really.
A torrid and now a Torre start.
And now a Torre start.
Gabe chucked the throw. Wow. Best in the league. And 60 yards on the line. Eric told us before the season you'll never see anything like it. Maybe Rory DeLapp, back with Stoke City.
And Southampton, if you remember back that far.
Yeah. Mizell long. He's had a good game. Both of the defenders getting into the attack. Torrey Robinson.
Look at that. Villarreal coming through a little bit right after that pass.
Look besides Estrada making the run down the line, couldn't be held.
A good deep run from Estrada, but couldn't find him.
Held up. See Williams. Amawar rolls into space at the halfway line.
Yeah.
And here's Moby. Playing it through. Coming off his line quick is Mizell. Spills it and collects eventually. See the frustration from Tabor Taka Preston. If he got that cleanly, he might have had a chance at a goal.
Oh, he knows. That was a good ball played in.
Oh, what a ball.
Wow. You know what, though? Good job by Cody Mizell.
And what do we have here?
Not sure yet. Well,
no, I think.
No, I don't
he
think
wanted
he's
a penalty. He's not
he wanted
getting
it, and I don't think he's getting it.
But a yellow card, maybe.
It has to be.
A last defender here?
It has, yes. It's a penalty.
So Tripo will go to the line perhaps here to double the lead. I'd like to see that.
Well, I was going to say, Jeff, on that, it's again this high pressure. It's really paying dividends for Vegas, and really, honestly, New Mexico just haven't been able to come to grips with it, and that's where it came from. That through ball to Preston, and here we'll get a look at what happened. Come through the back of him. Rashid Tete come right through the back of him. And that's going to be a penalty most times. And what we didn't get to see is, where they asked, he wasn't the last man, of course, because the goalkeeper was back there. So I think the referee was spot on, and then issued the yellow card as well.
Tripa still waiting to score his first goal. Have a shot from the spot here. 40th minute. Hernandez approaches. Tripa, it is saved by Mizell, followed up, and it is a goal for the Las Vegas Lights FC. It is 2-0. And another goal. Brought to you by the Plaza Hotel and Casino in downtown Las Vegas, the official hotel of Las Vegas Lights FC.
What a goal. That saved Tripa Hernandez a little bit. By the way, is that hotel pager friendly? Fantastic. So this is a culmination for Vegas. That's not a well-taken penalty. Let's just face that. It was hit more down the middle, and Cody Mizell does a good job, just make himself big, but the rebound falls to Tripa Hernandez, and then he tucks it away.
Goes in the book as a saved penalty.
Yes, it does. But
the ball's live.
Look, again, for me, this is what the Vegas Lights deserve out of the match so far.
Well, it wasn't how you draw it up, but Tripa Hernandez has his first goal of the season, and Las Vegas now in command here at home.
Yeah, again, I just think that right now, if you can keep it up, it's tough to play. It's tough to press and press and press, but if as much as you can keep that up, it's definitely working. And they win it, and they immediately get forward. Ruthless in the attack.
And the key is get to halftime here with this clean sheet, and then assess your options to close this team out. 3 points, really a must if Las Vegas is going to stay within striking distance of the leaders in the Western Conference. A win tonight could put them close to that playoff line, could get them over depending on results in the 10th.
Yeah, this is the kind of, if things hold the way they are, then yeah, this is the kind of result that can catapult you. And if you're Troy Lesesne, you understand why he said there is a focus on this game. He's really not looking ahead. He can't, because there's teams right behind him chasing him with games in hand. So this is an important game for New Mexico United as well.
Going into the night, a lot of teams chasing with some games in hand in the Western Conference against the leaders here. So I think ideally you'd want to come away with some sort of a point from this one, and right now they've got their work cut out for them. They're trailing 2-0.
Well, now this has become a pretty monster hole to climb out of. I mean, 1 goal, 2-0. Of course, we know 1 goal changes everything, brings you right back into it. Momentum can shift, but right now you're right on the precipice of halftime and 2-0 down, and you've got to climb your way out of that hole. And Vegas Lights keep pressing and pressing and pressing. That can leave an opening at the back. So you wonder if Eric Ronaldo is going to say, "Hey, we need to be aware of that and make sure that we're not overexposing ourselves at the back."
And Troy Lesesne knew what they were up against. You don't look at the standings in a game like this, considering all the variables with the Open Cup, but he knew that they'd have to deal with the atmosphere as well. OR tripped up, good stick by Garcia Lopez. Goals from Torre and Tripa have Las Vegas down in front 2-0.
Tell you what, Tamora Tucker-Preston he is a willing runner. That's a great thing to have.
He can run all day.
Well, he's just willing to go and chase those longer balls. And when you have that kind of outlet, you've always got a chance.
Not backing down. New Mexico. Find its target. Tripa. Going to break a line. Preston will hold it up.
I'll tell you what, it's time and time again, Vegas able to break the midfield line of New Mexico United. get in between.
Got the goal last week against Orange County. It was Torre who broke about 3 lines and put Irvin Parra, and who finished at the near post.
And anytime you're breaking lines and get your player on the other end of a ball, you're just causing trouble.
Especially when you're a tired team trying to defend. Mawar is down in some pain.
Wonder if someone going to go in the book for that? Yep.
And an easy yellow for Garcia Lopez. So Kevin's got his second yellow of the season. Mawar thankfully back up.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
Tried to beat him to the ball.
Yeah, he did. But he comes through, so definite dangerous play. Not dirty, just dangerous. Just dangerous. And that's what the yellow card's for. If it's beyond that, then it goes to a different color, and that's not what anybody wants to see.
2 minutes of stoppage time. Santi Mawar will have free kick here from a dangerous spot. A lot of targets there waiting on the 18.
Listen, if you're Thomas Olsen, be aware of your near post as well. Don't cheat the cross.
Mawar will send it to the back stick and over everybody. It got away. You can see he's frustrated with himself. Stoppage time brought to you by ABC Hyundai, as is our halftime report, which is coming in about a minute and a half. And a lot of good things to unpack and talk about. As Lights FC up 2-0.
Yeah, again, for me, the scoreline's just. And I'll tell you, this team looks just miles from a few games ago.
Garcia Lopez got in behind, trying to get a touch with Preston. How did he miss?
What I loved about that was Preston comes in, great run, and times it right and gets across the goalkeeper. You do that, the keeper's frozen. You get across him, he's frozen. And then everybody can just watch. And sometimes it does roll into the far post. Watch, there's that run. He's coming, getting across, and the keeper has to freeze.
Former defender yourself. You have to hate runs like that when you already have tired legs and you're tracking guys like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right now, this has been a hard slog for New Mexico United. And it's probably like onslaught and wave of pressure.
20 seconds here to go. And Mizell can't touch the goalkeeper. Not much in it, but still can't touch him.
He went up. It was a bump. It was rubbing. Rubbin's racing.
These two teams will meet again in the season finale on the 19th of October, but right now, this one, all Lights FC on a Saturday night in Vegas. Tripa doubling that lead from the penalty spot and following up the miss. Torre the goal in the 32nd. And it is a good half for Las Vegas against New Mexico United. Halftime show brought to you by ABC Hyundai on the way next. Lights FC up 2-0.
Las Vegas this week when your Las Vegas Lights FC take on El Paso Locomotive FC Saturday, June 22nd at 6:30 p.m.
Ball hit across. What a finish!
Don't miss a moment of all the action on the CW Las Vegas, Channel 33, Cable 6.
This is the Durabit of the all-new Chevy Silverado.
That is huge.
It offers a built-in 120-volt outlet.
Wow.
Plug that in for me.
Oh, holy smoke.
And the all-new Silverado has more trim levels than any other pickup.
Oh, wow. There's something for all of us.
It's time to upgrade.
Get 0% financing for 72 months or get a total value of over $8,700 on this all-new Silverado. See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Let the experts at Select Physical Therapy get you back to an active lifestyle. Our comprehensive programs deliver the highest level of physical therapy, hand therapy, sports medicine, and work health rehabilitation. Our highly skilled therapists develop individualized treatment plans to exceed your expectations. So don't live in pain. To request an appointment today, visit SelectPhysicalTherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Thank you for calling Zappos. How can I help you today?
So I have a little problem.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered a dress yesterday afternoon, and it showed up this morning.
Okay.
I'm not really emotionally ready for it yet, so I put it in the garage under a tarp.
Totally understand.
So can I send it back?
Yes, you can absolutely send it back. You will have to touch the box, though.
Thank you so much.
At ABC Hyundai, the summer savings sales event is on now. With 0% APR financing, you could save over $5,000 on your new 2019 Elantra, Sonata, Kona, Tucson, or Santa Fe. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada for a reason.
We welcome you back to Cashman Field and the ABC Hyundai Halftime Report all season long. Halftime brought to you by ABC Hyundai, official sponsor of the $5 Give Back program. Jeff Radcliffe, Tom Traxler, and it's been a good first 45 for the home team.
Yeah.
And they would like to rise in these Western Conference standings, chasing their opponent, New Mexico United, at the top.
Yeah, right now, New Mexico United indeed sitting atop that. You look below them and you look at 2, 3, 4, Phoenix, Portland, El Paso, Fresno chasing them with games in hand. Now, me personally, I'd rather have the points, but you see where Troy Lesesne says we've really got to focus on this game because they want to hold that top spot. So this is an important game for them, too.
And Phoenix has been rising to the occasion as of late, moving right up the standings. Boy, just a couple of weeks ago, they were below that line. Look, they continue to be undefeated on the very famous now $1 beer night, 11-0-0.
Yeah, I wonder what's the good luck. I mean, if you're the fans, you're loving it. Obviously, the players can't take a part of that. But the fans are certainly enjoying it. Look at that guy. That guy just told you he loved it. He did everything but crush the can on his head.
We'll take your beer can or mug and raise you a shot glass. $2 tequila is a fiesta. Shots fired this week on Twitter by Las Vegas Lights FC.
Well, you know what I say, Jeff? Shot. That's incredible.
So $2 tequilas tonight, and then with the Summer of Soccer, Eric Winalda inadvertently created the Waldo, which is tequila with Jarrito soda.
So how far is it from Phoenix to Vegas if they're not playing on the same night?
Oh boy,
if one's playing on the Friday night, and then you could go. Wow, I mean, you'd have a fun time. Great soccer out in the West, I'll tell you.
Las Vegas ahead of New Mexico, still 45 to go. Now we take a quick spin around the USL Championship and USL in general.
Coming to you from USL headquarters, this is Steal Some Time. Here's the USL's Kelsey Steele.
Let's hop to the West. West was this week. I want to start over in San Antonio and talk about this academy impact that's going on right now for Gallegos. If you have not watched that goal, you need to go back into the highlights and watch that, because this is a 17-year-old kid who created that entire play. He made that run. He demanded to get the ball back. Barney hit him up, and he, made that one touch around the defender, finished it off, and it was gorgeous. A 17-year-old looking like a 25-year-old. And
put the team on his back.
Put the team on his back. How about Phoenix's commitment to Dollar Beer Night?
Undefeated.
If you thought that we were going to go through the show today without mentioning Dollar Beer Night, you are severely mistaken.
Absolutely, and for good reason. I mean, holy cow, not only is Dollar Beer Night absolutely a thing, but the goals on goals, and Adam John, I will stand by this opinion. I will die on this hill. That should have been SportsCenter #1 out of the weekend. 60-yard ball over the top. Not even a touch. He just lofts it over the goalkeeper. I saw that and watched SportsCenter, and I was like, where is it? Okay, it's not number 3, it's not number 2, it's not number 1. I was about to just start tweet storming at SportsCenter on Twitter and just let them know, y'all got that wrong, man.
But elsewhere in USL Championship play, we had a few streaks end this weekend. Talking about over New Mexico and, unfortunately, Tampa Bay Rowdies. Their notable streak comes to an end.
I think if I'm the Rowdies, I have to see this at least as somewhat of a win. So follow me a little bit here.
Okay.
Brown to find Lacroix. Now it's Musa. Oh, what a hit! Ryan Brown.
Oh, that is electric from Phoenix on the break. USL Championship really heating up here in the summertime. And a lot of the news this week based on that U.S. Open Cup 2 performances to see some advancements from St. Louis FC and this Mexico United team into the Open Cup round of 16. A lot of history in the U.S. Open Cup for USL Championship teams moving on and beating MLS competition.
Really happy for both those teams. Happy for Coach Anthony Pulis. Man, he worked so hard with that St. Louis Football Club team, and both these teams getting their just rewards for advancing.
Colorado Springs signing some Air Force Fighting Falcons, some Academy standouts Tucker Bone and Austin the Wing. And send it in, Jerome Kiesewetter, Player of the Month of May. And in that Team of the Week, he is not, but that guy is Mr. Sold My Fortune. Dre Fortune getting it done for North Carolina FC. Who impressed you, Gallegos?
Gallegos at 17 years old? Come on. I mean, it's outstanding. So very impressed with him. Happy for Mr. Miller, who got a shutout.
Junior Fleming's making his normal appearance. So, well, two of the top scorers in the league on the field tonight in Las Vegas. Kevon Frater on the bench. Santi Moar had some moments in that first half, and we mentioned Jerome Kiesewetter from El Paso, 9 goals in 9 appearances.
Yeah, I mean, you can see he scored 6. I mean, in the month of May, so you can see where he gets his award. I mean, he was outstanding this month, but Kevon Frater, Santi Moar, both incredibly dangerous players.
Well, the fun on the field at halftime. When we come back, we'll recap half number 1. Las Vegas in control against the Western Conference leaders, New Mexico United. We'll be right back.
ABC Hyundai. The summer savings sales event is on now. With 0% APR financing, you could save over $5,000 on your new 2019 Elantra, Sonata, Kona, Tucson, or Santa Fe. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada for a reason.
Boston Dental Group, your place for friendly, gentle, and convenient dental care in Las Vegas. We offer you expert specialists such as orthodontics, implants, cosmetic dentistry, and even pedodontics for your children. Call us today to take advantage of our limited time offers. 25% off cleanings and only $250 down to start your braces today. Call 702-388-8888.
Boston Dental Group, making healthy smiles more affordable to you.
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
High energy bills have you feeling like you're in the penalty box? Score a hat trick with the Universal Solar Direct exclusive. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 5 months. Don't get stuck paying interest with the other guys. Invest today, save for a lifetime. Call Universal Solar Direct today and receive up to $5,000 from NV Energy just for going solar. 0 down, 0 interest, 0 payments for 5 months. Universal Solar Direct, proud sponsor of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Universal Solar Direct. Pay less for your electric.
every Lights FC home game through August 24th. Buy your discounted Terrible Herbs $10 tickets at lightsfc.com or call 702-728-GOAL. Viva Lights!
Back at Cashman Field, Las Vegas 2, New Mexico 0 on our ABC Hyundai halftime report. Jeff Radcliffe and Tom Traxler. Take a look at the halftime highlights. A lot to unpack in that first half. Action aplenty in this 2-0 score line. And it was Las Vegas putting some pressure on early. That one going into Preston. I'd like to have that back, but they continue to generate chances. That one from KGL running up that right side with reckless abandon. Then the corner from the next, like 4 or 5 corners in that first half for Las Vegas, and they had some chances. That one from Pablo Cruz, Tom.
Yeah, look, Pablo was cruising. He was outstanding, wasn't it? I mean, he come across the box, great shot. Look, this was just, for me, pressure. Vegas coming all over you in the first half. And you know, eventually getting their just rewards. I know that possession may not have favored him. Here was an interesting, probably the best moment so far, as you look at Sandoval just putting one off the underside of the crossbar. Best moment of the half for New Mexico.
And then Torre Yahtzee.
Look at that. My goodness. Just one idea. And look, it didn't look like he hit it that hard. But when you strike something so well and so pure, it just flies off your foot and into the back. Here's the penalty.
Again, pressure created it.
Yeah. And to be honest, look, I think he tried to go down the middle. Keeper didn't really move, but the rebound was kind and gave Vegas a rebound that they deserved, because I think they deserved the 2-0 lead.
And that ball rose up on him a little bit. The degree of difficulty on the follow was very, very tough.
Look, the telling thing right here is the shots and the shots on target. Look at that, 9-4, but 4-1 on target. So we talked about conversion for the Vegas Lights. Well, here it is. They're starting to convert, and they're getting their just rewards.
Yeah, came into the match on just 10% conversion, yet leading the league in shots most of the season. Now currently ranking 3rd in that department. New Mexico back out there, as is your Lights. And it has been Viva Lights ×2 in the first half. They'll defend the goal to the right as we call the action to you.
Big thing right now is as they say, come back out of the locker room. You want to follow up that first half with another strong performance. You don't want to have a drop in any way, shape, or form. So make sure you come back out of the locker room if you're the Vegas Lights. If you're New Mexico United, you've got to come out immediately. You've got to try to put pressure on Las Vegas. First thing you want to do is get a good effort on frame.
Santi Moar had his moments in that first half. Now, the question is, a lot of these guys like Sandoval, Moar, who started a lot of games this season, with a big match coming up at FC Dallas midweek, how long do they stay in?
That's my question. I was just going to say, I wonder how long a guy like Moar is in the game. I could see him being subbed out at 60, 65 minutes probably. If this result stays, I think if you're Troy Lesesne, you've got to protect. You've got to look ahead. You've got to start resting some legs. And that's going to, I mean, what a distraction. Great distraction in a way for New Mexico United, even though I know he's focused on this game. So we're going to have a sub for
Las Vegas.
Yes.
And it's going to be Junior Sandoval, who didn't feel really good this afternoon. He was slated to start and came in instead.
Well,
and now he will enter the match here at halftime.
He's feeling better.
Hey, when you're watching your team being successful, you want to be a part of that. So Junior will make the entrance to the game. There'll be a Sandoval per side for the time being, and that man thinking of a master plan. It is game on once more at Cashman Field.
And he's probably watching that result and going, man, there's $2 tequilas and Waldo's, and I'm sat here. No, I got to get in this game.
Yeah, but you also got the party afterwards. Can partake afterwards, but just you want to take care of business and get the 3 points.
Look, the big thing is they want to keep a clean sheet. I know defensively they're saying to themselves right now, got to keep a clean sheet. I'll tell you what, Jakovic has been very good for Las Vegas Lights. What a really good pickup he's been.
And we mentioned a little bit in the first half how Eric Ronaldo really singled him out just coming over on loan from LAFC and had very minimal practice time and had himself a game against Orange County. And a guy with that kind of experience, Canadian national teamer. By the way, Canada today, 4-0 win against Martinique in the Gold Cup.
I don't even think they played Kyle Larin, did they?
I don't think they did. You'd expect the Reds to win that one.
Well,
going to get a little more tough.
Oh, here we go.
Preston galloping, edge of the area. Preston to his right foot. Will get a shot away. He scores! Preston's third goal of the season. 3-0 Las Vegas.
Jackpot! Look at that. Picks it up about midfield. I think just kind of meanders and weaves his way onto his right foot and then just blasts it past Cody Mizell. Good finish. Deserves a goal tonight.
Preston gets paid off and now in command for, we hope for good if you're a Lights fan. New Mexico down by 3.
Yeah, watch him pick up, a few step overs, gets it on his right foot, slots it. Good goal, well taken.
He had a goal pulled off the board last week against Orange County. That would have been the game winner. So good to see him get back into the scoring column. The young man from Cameroon, 20-year-old. Now player in a heat for Las Vegas. Villarreal. Get a good look momentarily. Our referee tonight's Farhad Dadko. The Vancouver, Washington presiding over this one. And you could ill afford any more injuries with this stretch of games coming up. Las Vegas tonight, then playing at home for the second straight match. They'll be on the road at El Paso, which is a team in 4th place, and then home to Oklahoma City, who's in 6th.
Jeff.
So these games are going to come fast and furious against really good competition. You cannot afford to lose anybody else.
No, but you talk about on the road. New Mexico United, I mean, do they even know
it's
what
not
home
even a comparison. Tonight, a first game of a 5-game road trip in the league. You add U.S. Open Cup, it is 7 games.
But even in their last 5 and their next 5, I mean, they'll play one game at home in 9, and then they'll end up on July 31st at home against El Paso. That's, like I said, that's not even including the U.S. Open Cup games. Goodness gracious! I mean,
there's a long homestand for the Albuquerque Isotopes.
Ooh, it must be.
3 goals scored the most since May 11th. So this has been a breakout that's been long coming, and unfortunately, Tripa
that's
really
not good.
Subbed for here.
That's not good. Certainly one of your more talented players, very comfortable on a ball. That's not a player that you want to see down for any reason.
Gingerly favoring, not putting any weight on the right foot. So we wish Hernandez a speedy recovery, but in some discomfort right now. So now the chess pieces move again. Put on a defensive player, perhaps, preserve 3-0.
You know, yeah, I mean, look, what you don't have to do is you don't have to go committing too many bodies forward at this point, but you don't want to sit back and allow New Mexico United to dictate tempo and pace, because it is a team that's very capable of scoring goals. So one goal, they'll feel like, hey, we're close, we're climbing back in this thing. So I think you have to play it pretty honest, but you just don't have to go committing. I would still think you'll see Vegas with pressure at probably a certain point. It'll be a little lower confrontation line now.
Villarreal was the player that came off at halftime. So one of your forwards for Sandoval to help settle things down. And it appears Edwin Rivas will come on for the injured Tripa Hernandez. So Rivas will make just his 6th appearance of the season. The guy who has been battling injuries throughout his first season in Las Vegas. The guy who had 2 goals against Toronto FC in the preseason. From Los Angeles, Guatemalan descent. And a guy still working back to full fitness, but he's got a lot of quality. So 2 subs have been used. And none for New Mexico yet, as of yet. They only made 2 subs in the 120 minutes on Wednesday night.
Yeah, that was.
I know your guys are fit.
I guess who?
Padilla with a nice
bad
ball.
boy, but Jakovic again, just strong.
It's like a magnet. He's sucking
Hey,
every ball.
he reads
to
it.
his
He
head.
reads it well. He's a good defender. Gets himself in good position.
To Williams, hold it up. Mexico on the short end of a 3-0 score line. They lost 3-0 last week at home, their first home loss to Sacramento. Again, navigating a U.S. Open Cup run.
Yeah, look, when you start getting into these cup competitions, and this is a brand new team, New Mexico United. It tests your depth because you can't play your best 11 every time.
And as you just explained, Tani's gained 2 of 7 straight away from Isotopes
Oh,
Park.
it's crazy.
Which has been a fortress until last week against Sacramento. Drawing in the crowd, the supporters, the Curse have had over 12,300 a match in their first year. What a success story.
Listen, the Curse has been outstanding for New Mexico United. But the good news is that they're a pretty good away team. 3 wins.
Only one loss away. A pretty good team in general. Torre on the run up, the overlap from Rivas, who likes that left side. Las Vegas hungry for more. They've already got 3 on the board. Cruz waiting for something to open up. Calmest player on the ball you've got, Torres. Christian has his pocket picked.
It's a good tackle.
Good job by Padilla. Now Sandoval will chase. Work done again by Jakovic.
Again, just reading it. Steady Eddie comes across. Plays it away.
There's Madden. Combine on the left side. That path is cut off quickly again. Las Vegas come into play again. TKO. It's going to be a tough one to hold. Preston got ahead to it. Down by Tommy Madden, the Baltimore native. We'll work it around the back with Yearwood.
Yeah, you can see now more of the line of confrontations much deeper for Vegas.
Sandoval dove in. And Devin on the other side trying to get in the action. Moby Fair carries it out of trouble. And steady Eddie as always. The overlap. Torre had that goal to get things started in the first half. Jabin will pull it back. Now Moby Fair. Only lost the handle, sends it across for that penalty spot. And selling out was Tete. Fifth minute, 3-0 for Las Vegas.
Moby Fair does a really good job of bringing the ball at the back for Vegas.
Moby, who did not start the season on the roster, played in Vietnam last year, Japan before that, wanted to come back stateside. Swiss dad, Japanese mom. Moved to Japan in 2000. Former U.S. Youth International. He's been a guy who's been all good for Eric Winalda. Calming presence. Especially with the injuries to Lucas Scaglia. Taken away by Torres.
Another good tackle. Well, one.
On the left side. Tete read it.
you can see Yearwood and Tete just dropping off a little deeper now because they know that they've got a willing runner in Preston.
The instant offense appears to be coming in the next dead ball for New Mexico. Devon Frater.
Well, I wonder where he's coming, but will Santimar come off? That'll be my question. He's putting on Frater. Will he be tipping his hand going, hey, I'm going to have a go at this? Is Troy Lesesne saying we're going to try and get something here?
Kenny Akamatsu also standing at the fourth official.
That's certainly brave at 3-0 down, I'll tell you.
One of those nights, the reaction from Padilla. And that will lead to this double switch for Troy Lesesne. So Frater will come on.
It looks like Sandoval's going to come off.
Also a like-for-like substitution.
Oh. And Moar did come off there, so there we go.
Both like-for-likes.
Close to the 60-minute mark.
In Moar's spot. Kenny makes his 8th appearance of the season, and you are now seeing the leading scorer in the USL Championship with 10 goals on 27 shots. Mr. Efficient. Played for Phoenix last year, scored just 3 goals. If you're Phoenix Rising, you're wondering, where was this last year?
Yeah, where did this come from? It's amazing sometimes what a change of scenery can do to play.
Change of system. Now you got to mind your P's and Q's because Frater had a hat trick a couple of weeks back against Colorado Springs. So he's a one-man comeback and had the big tying goal just at the end of regulation in Colorado the other night to force the extra added time. And the game eventually won 4-2 in penalties against the Rapids.
Why always P's and Q's? What's it about those 2 letters? Why not mind your X, Y's, and Z's?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, it is. If anybody knows the answer to that, let me know.
Mind your A's, B's, and C's like Hyundai.
There you go.
That's Padilla. And nowhere to go. Cut off. Good spirited effort here tonight on the defensive side of the ball for Las Vegas as well. I don't say the S word yet.
Well,
there have been 6 of them this season.
Well, it's certainly going to be a focus. I mean, look, when you're winning and it's 3-0 defensively, you say, look, we're not giving up anything. We're not conceding.
Sampson to the left. There is Akamatsu for the first time. He'll give it a go from distance, but it's right at TKO.
Yeah. Thomas Olsen just saw that and just absorbed it easily.
Collected by Madden. Fans, you can follow the Lights and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Turned over, center of the park. The Lights on the move again. Offside flag is up.
Yeah, that was offside, but again, well read, intercepted, got in the midfield. Prater pressing that winning run, that willing runner just got in behind a little too early.
Reminder, La Bonita is the official supermarket of Lights FC. Has the best single game price in town for every Lights game. Visit any La Bonita supermarket for your Lights tickets. Coming up on an hour gone.
I love the 4th official table.
It is the best in the league, the poker table.
It's a poker table. I wonder if a game breaks out.
I'm sure Plaza Hotel and Casino supplied with plenty of vigor. Great idea. And I'm glad the league is okay with it. Not always the case when you're talking about Lights FC. Slipped in behind. And that will go out for a corner kick here. So New Mexico with some life. As Estrada getting on the end of things.
Yeah, we can see, as I said, now that they don't have to commit bodies at all, you've got a 3-goal cushion. But that means New Mexico United is going to have a bit of possession. And they're dangerous with possession.
Ryan Williams will pick out somebody. Instead, will skirt it low. A bit of a dummy. Akamatsu can't connect, and that one will go
that's going to
deflected out a corner on the other side. And Tommy going to direct traffic.
And not happy. You can see they're calling people back. That was 2 bites of the apple. Didn't connect, but that was a little too easy.
Williams to the far post this time, all the way on that backside. Boy, it's a dangerous ball at the edge of the 6 and then cleaned up. Begging for somebody to put a foot to it.
Clean up aisle 6.
Frater. And now switched in the middle by Padilla. That's trying to see out victory number 5 on the season.
That'd be a big win. That's a big win for them at this stage. They need this win, kind of keep everything on track.
Akamatsu runs through KGL, and it will be free kick Las Vegas. Hey, Lights fans, Little Church of the West is the original wedding chapel on the Strip next to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign and the official wedding chapel of the Lights. Yes, the club has an official wedding chapel. Get married or just renew your vows and save money when you say Viva Lights. Visit littlechurchofthewest.com. I love it.
I do too. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get an old in the morning. No, I'm just kidding.
Be careful who
You're gonna get married.
Just be
you
careful.
fall in love, you get married. That's
Just
what
make
happens.
sure you remember it the next
You
morning.
do it at the chapel that supports the Las Vegas
Little Church
Lights.
of the West.
That's it. Little Church of the West.
I think we just saw a moment of history there. First time a church sponsorship.
That's brilliant.
A wedding chapel sponsorship at the very minimum.
Hey, connecting.
We made history tonight. Tom.
Making relationships.
Not the first time we can say that. Akamatsu ahead. Freighters on the ball. Still Wonder Boots. Here's Williams. Holding it up. Been a good spell here for New Mexico as of late. Madden. Oh, Estrada in slow motion, just able to get there. And you can tell they're running out of.
Look who's back there defending, though. Look at Preston. Look at support Ataka Preston. Way deep defending.
If he doesn't, he'll hear about it. Score goals, you got to do the whole job. When you're up 3-0, you got to make sure it stays that way. Turned over, looking to counter. Preston off his chest. Help coming back in the form of Padilla. And the Lights with the 3-goal advantage, not committing as many numbers forward. They will just wait for the counter. When it's on, it's on. Cruz steadies the ship. Preston will turn and face. Trying to split defenders. Sends it out to the left side.
Ball.
Fair on the overlap. Sends it across. And Meisel's got it.
Didn't get that near post. I mean, the run was good. Probably wanted the cross to be a little bit better, but it's a good attack by the Las Vegas Lights.
To be fair.
To be fair.
When you got
Moby
your
fair.
Moby
fair.
When you get your defensive midfielder up doing overlapping runs, getting crosses, and that's something to fear. See, Thomas Olsen, 5 of the 7 home matches, has had the clean sheet. He'll give all the credit to the back line in front of him.
Yeah, only Sacramento Republic and Orange County FC have managed to score.
Bishop Gorman product, hometown kid making everybody proud.
I'll tell you what, Preston is just everywhere.
Still dancing on the ball, leaves it at the top, and then turns it over.
I don't
see the reaction from Waldo.
Well,
gosh darn it.
Well, he did really well, but I don't think you saw Tommy Madden.
Yeah.
Who just stepped in front, read the pass, but Preston.
Akamatsu on the left foot. Robinson there defensively. Akamatsu able to play it back as he beat Jakovic to the ball. You have a feeling a lot of the possessions now are going to swing in favor of New Mexico as they chase and try to possess.
Well, but look at the line where Vegas is now. Look at how deep they're sitting and going, look, you're just not going to get behind us. It's going to probably open up counterattacking opportunities for sure.
And now possession well in favor of New Mexico, but it doesn't tell any story. 61%.
Yeah, exactly. But it's in a certain place, it's possession that Vegas is just conceding. So Vegas is somewhat comfortable.
Yeah, you and coaches everywhere always say a possession stat is the
I
most
don't like
overrated
it.
thing in there.
I hate it. I can't stand it.
Fans love it.
Yeah, but it's just it doesn't really tell the story. Tell me what their possession is in the attacking third. Then and what chances were created off of it.
Rivas will hold it up, turn into space, get it away to Fair. They clattered him. Padilla has it. Not much of a hefty pace from New Mexico, considering those tired legs, but still patient. And the top scoring team in the league looking to avoid its second straight shutout in league play. Frater.
I mean,
there's Sampson.
But it has to be said that this is a team that's got their eyes on two things at the moment. So, success has a price too, Jeff. When you're successful in a cup tournament, you've got a balancing act to do.
Gabe.
I'll tell you what, though, I'll be a big fan for New Mexico United come next Wednesday.
Check this into the 18. Mentioned it on the broadcast earlier this season, but it's my first game I'm doing with you at a Lights match, Tom. But earlier this season, Eric Winalda talking about Gabe Robinson, his rookie center back, said, "I've never thought I'd ever see anybody better in the air as Eddie Pope, but I think Gabe is better."
Wow.
You talk about some high praise from a former U.S. international. And he has shown that. Went in low, skipping right to TKO. But we've seen the long throws as well.
See what he's asking for is he's saying, look, you got to get across that. You've got to get across.
Easy for us to say.
No, you can see that's what Padilla is saying. He's saying you've got to get across. He's put the ball into an area, but the run's not being made.
You run 120 minutes one night.
Oh no, but it's just look, you're playing. You got to. It's what you got to make the run.
Muhammad. Padilla certainly had his moments at RGV a year ago. Down the edge of the area. This will be a free kick, and it could be a last defender.
Yeah, so they're thinking it was avoided against Vegas. He didn't give it. He gave a yellow. And I think they were asking for the last defender.
Madden was the player getting in behind.
So let's have a look. It's a big ball over the top.
Oh,
there's a touch. Is that inadvertent? I mean, you'd have to call a foul. Wow. Love to see that a little slower. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I would go red. I might have to give a yellow. But he's saying you can't shut down at any time. So let's have a look. So he's clearly gotten behind.
And see, that ball was going to get away from him.
No, see his boot hits him first. There's no intent on it. There's no intent on it.
In the 70th minute.
They're going to say, hey, look, focus and concentration. When the ball gets turned over, you got to know where their player is so you can drop off quickly.
You see Frater move it back a little bit. This is really tough to get the ball up and down from here.
Yeah, he wants to move it back because he wants a little more room. Yeah, the closer you get, to the goal, you got to get it up and down very quickly.
So one of those situations, maybe just pound it into the wall. Sandoval guarding his area, not letting Padilla come in.
He's trying to back into me. He can't do that. If you want to stand in front of the player, you can, but you can't keep backing in and trying to put. What he wants to do is create that hole. He wants to create that space in between the walls. So that's where he's trying to get to.
Well, one thing we know here is that New Mexico United's running out of time. They have 20 minutes. A goal here will give them a lifeline. Nakamatsu looks to be taking, or it will be Frater with the left foot. It will be Frater, and he will overshoot his mark.
Yeah, now you see how he's trying to back it up. He got it up, couldn't get it down. You got to get it dipped. You got to get it's the whip and the dip.
When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Yep.
When you put your hand
Just
up on my hip.
hope you don't hurt your hip. And at my age, that's a possibility.
Oh. Well, fans, hope you have your calendar marked for July 4th. Lights FC hosting the first ever 3D fireworks extravaganza in conjunction with Findlay Chevy, following Lights FC versus LA Galaxy 2. Plus, the Lights will honor Eric Winaldo with a very special uniform. Reserve the best seats now at lightsfc.com/tickets.
All right, I'm curious.
As Preston will square it.
Oy.
Some of our kung fu fighting moves improves.
And he brought it down as well.
Okay, however you get it done.
Looked like Jackie Chan bringing that down.
Robinson. A comprehensive victory in store. Should they hold on the next 18 and a half? Taking advantage of a tired team.
Well, I think, look, they've played it very well in the first half. It was like high pressure, high pressure, high pressure.
Served in behind. Rivas will not get there. Well, he did. Got there before.
He did get there, but just couldn't get enough on it.
It was coming away from
No,
him.
he didn't get it, so looked like he did. Credit the effort. But no, they played it very well, Jeff.
Sent away by Mizell. Trying to see out this victory. Full 3 points would raise them up to 19 on the season, possibly into 10th in those Western Conference standings.
Yeah, look, I mean, these seasons are they're a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
It's a marathon. So, you know, you just got to get on. You got to get on a run. You don't want to lose too many in a row, but you want to keep winning a few in a row. Every time you lose, you got to win a couple more.
Job by Williams to keep it alive.
Easier said than done, though.
Dropped back. Here is Madden, who has been in a more advanced spot a couple of times here in the second half.
I think for Vegas, it's about finding that consistency, though. You can see where they can play. They've just got to keep finding that week in, week out.
Yearwood, and the final change coming shortly here for Troy Lesesne. Chris Wehan, who could create some offense, 3 goals and 3 assists on the year. And that final penalty kick in the Open Cup winner.
I'll tell you what, I just saw Sabor Taka Preston again in the back. I'd like to see how much he's run this game. I'd like to see what Opta says.
The tracker. There's Estrada. Flip it ahead to Padilla. See his legs getting heavier and heavier.
Oh.
Padilla will send it across. Robinson got a foot to it. And now Cruz will try to bring it out. Has a bit more in the tank here. Launched forward. And it's the foot of Sandoval. Options to the left, options to the right. He will let it go himself and put it into the support. We saw him hit one of those about 2 months ago. A goal of the week candidate.
He had done too much work. Said, no, not passing it. Got to have a go.
Wehan will spell Sampson.
Wehan took that final penalty.
He did, and he did so against Phoenix in the U.S. Open Cup win against Phoenix too. He's the finisher.
Oh, he smashed it. He takes penalties the way I like to take penalties, which is just step up and hit it.
Was it Reno last couple of seasons? 12 goals and 43 appearances we had. And we'll have this hydration break with a quarter hour left to go. All Lights on the home patch, in position to stay unbeaten at Cashman. Party's going to continue into the night, you know that.
Oh, it's a good night in Vegas. I'm sure that the $2 tequila shots have gone over huge. The Luz de Fuerza, the electric company, they're ecstatic. It's a good night to be at Cashman Field tonight.
The challenge for Las Vegas, should they see the scoreline out, will be taking the show on the road and keeping the same form against a really good El Paso team with Jerome Kiesewetter.
Yeah, that's the thing about Eric Winalda, the way he sets up Las Vegas Lights. It doesn't matter. He doesn't approach it differently, whether he's playing at home or away. You get a look at Eric Winalda there, wearing his Lights FC cap.
He's told us in the last couple of weeks, though, he's starting to learn about the league, and maybe sometimes you got to be a little more pragmatic in how you approach a game when you do go on the road, especially in the West. There's a lot of direct play as opposed to keeping the ball on the ground the way he wants to play. Sometimes you got to match it.
Well, it'll be a tough one. I'll tell you what, away to El Paso Locomotive FC, that'd be a good win. And that'd be a win that you'd want to mark yourself on, a team that's currently sitting fourth in your division.
There's certainly some concerns. You'll still be without some firepower. We saw Tripa Hernandez go off with an injury.
Well, we don't know. I mean, there's no telling. We don't know what his injury is.
Time will tell before that game next Saturday.
So, but if you can play like this, you're always going to give yourself a chance.
This kind of performance has been long coming for Eric and his staff, Augie.
You just got to keep the focus. You got to keep doing the right things. Keep your belief.
And knocked down by Rivas. Preston comes back and it's a foul. You had to go with a man of the match.
Ooh.
Preston's had a night.
You know what? For me, I might go. My man of the match might go to Borataka Preston. I would say Djokovic has had a good night as well at the back. He's been very steady.
Torre with his goal.
Yeah.
Playing at left back tonight.
Moby Fair's been good.
That's pretty much a regular. Death taxes of Moby Fair being good in the center of the park. Those are your three certainties in life. Covers a lot of ground. Really a Will Trapp type, would you say?
Yeah, a little bit. I might go there a little bit.
One out of play. Turned over.
You know, the thing you want if you're Mexico United just watching Kevon Frater there is you don't want any injuries.
No, not at this point.
No. Because look, as soon as this is over, it's regen, focus, and get ready for Wednesday for them. I mean, what an opportunity to book yourself a place in the quarterfinal.
Torre in the 32nd. Tripa following up a missed penalty or saved penalty in the 40th, and then Preston on the other side of halftime in the 47th. That's where we stand, 3-0. Zakamatsu will throw here in the attacking third. And he'll concede it. Move that to a bigger throw. Chucked into the 18. Trying to hold it up. Frater and cleared out. You'll see a lot of that in the last 10 minutes. It looks like hometown kid Matt Thomas will come in. Get some time to help see out this victory. And he enters will be just his 5th of the season. The man who scored the inaugural goal in club history last year. And it will be Pablo to get a spell on the bench.
What's you going to do when he says goodbye?
He is going to be gone. I'll say it's all right once you get past the pain.
We'll never find love again.
It's going too far. 81st minute. Pablo's had a good night.
I think most people in Cashman Field have had a good night, unless you've been playing for New Mexico United.
Oh, that one got away. Well, you knew you had a tired team in New Mexico coming in. Doesn't mean it's going to be automatic and they're going to turn it off for you. You got to go out and earn it.
I think that's any game. I mean, if you don't bring it at this level, expect to get beat. I mean, period.
So here's the Palo Verde High School products, Matt Thomas. And in the meantime, a player being tended to. Oh, cramping up a bit.
Well, it appears that way.
He's coming off.
That's kind of the universal stretch for something like that.
Gingerly coming off. Will he go off the other side? Let's see.
Well,
he's being subbed for.
Good time for the sub.
Yeah. So final change for Eric Linalda. Thomas will get a spell here in these last 10. Nobody will ever forget that goal against Fresno. The 3-2 inaugural victory from our RSL Academy product. Subs have been exhausted on each side. This is how we will finish. Will it be a shutout win? The 7th of the season? That's the question.
Possession here. Possession, possession, possession.
And now Frater.
See, you had it. You had possession. You play an adventurous ball, you lose it, and then immediately at the other end, there's a chance. You have a chance to keep it here. Keep it. As you just mentioned, I mean, a lot of minutes in the legs of the New Mexico United players. Keep it now. Make them run a bit more.
11 shots, 5 on target for Las Vegas, 7 shots, 2 on target for New Mexico. Here's the corner and into the side netting. Goal kick. Well, a win like this against the first place team will cure what ails you.
Wins always do. You know, no matter what situation you're in, when you win, everything seems better. Winning just makes everything better. That's why you have to keep such an. We talked with this to Troy Lesane about keeping an emotional balance, because. And there we go. Have a look at this.
Taking it into the area was Thomas. Those fresh legs.
Yeah, you could tell. But
here we wins another one against Frater. Able to get it away. Sandoval puts his head down. He'll strike it. Took a little too long to develop.
Everyone's having delusions of grandeur.
Two teams that want this one to end. Tough two-footed tackle from Mr. Thomas.
But he is on the other end of a couple of those.
Okay, I got you.
I was going to say earlier, it's about keeping, keeping your emotions level. Because a lot's been going right for New Mexico United. I mean, you look at the US Open Cup and their position in the league, and you've got Troy Lesane, who's just won Manager of the Month, and so all this stuff's going great, but you've got to keep an emotional balance. You learn never to get too high about anything, never too low about anything.
And that's what he talked about this week.
You got to keep your focus at all times.
The move again is Madden. Hamatsu. Held up. Estrada took a deflection, but harmlessly falls in front of Tommy K. Olson. Talking with Troy Lesane this week, they asked him a little bit about that squad rotation. He said, you know what, our strength of our group is our whole collective. We got 22 guys. I trust each and every one of them. There is no first or second team. It doesn't work that way.
And you know, to an extent, I agree. I think there's a first choice 11. I think any manager knows what his first choice 11 is, and some of these results will kind of show that. So I agree with him in that respect to a point. But you believe in all your players. You believe that you've got a good, strong squad of players that you can use.
Turned over, Vegas in the attacking third once more. Sandoval head down, puts it into the area right at Muhammad. Muhammad, quick stop and start. The 6th minute. It was a historic result according to Troy Lesesne on Wednesday night. Certainly a phenomenal moment for an expansion team. But unless things change drastically in these last 4 minutes, you're going to have your second 3-0 defeat in league play. As Eric was saying, though, you know, sometimes you want to go for glory in those Open Cups.
Of course you do.
You're a USL team. You want a 2 left. Preston into the area. Was cut off. Tackle attempt missed. Trying to play it across, doesn't reach Thomas.
You know, you almost, if you're New Mexico United, don't think about where you are. Just go play. You know, don't think about the game, the moment, the you know.
Frater. And it's going to go out for a corner kick.
You just want to go enjoy it. Try and take the pressure off of everything. Just go and enjoy where you've got to and go after it. Just go, you know, of course, play to win.
I'm talking with Eric this week. He thinks this New Mexico team can get the job done and win again in Dallas. He thinks they're game for that. That one is in. The shutout is broken in the 88th. So this will end with an asterisk. And New Mexico has made it 3-1 here late on. And we've seen this before.
Look at Olsen. Look at how disappointed. They wanted the clean sheet, no doubt. And credit to New Mexico United. Keep pushing. Keep getting what you can get out of the game.
Estrada looks to get credit for his first goal of the season. And you give credit to New Mexico United not giving up. 2 goals. Crazier things have happened. So Estrada in the 88th. So a parting shot for Troy Lesesne's crew.
Yeah, that's what I said. You know, you when you do drop a little deeper, you're going to give away a little bit of possession. There's going to be opportunity, but here we go.
Trying to answer Thomas into the area.
Just couldn't quite get control of it. Wow.
Fair coming low.
That was a tackle.
Made sure Muhammad didn't advance the ball.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh, it's that time. 88th minute, shirts off the back. One of the best parts of every home game is when the Lights give away the shirts off their backs. Brought to you by Boston Dental Group. Call 388-8888 to schedule your appointment with Boston Dental, the official dentists of Las Vegas Lights FC. In our 90th. Coming away
tackle.
with it. We will have
3v2.
Final exclamation point possibly. Sandoval slips it through. Rivas! 4-1! First goal of the season for the LA native. Assist to Sandoval, and this one is over.
That is the nail in the coffin on this one, Jeff. Great tackle in the midfield to turn that into 3v2. Good presence. Good pass. Good finish. See him come inside. Good run by Preston. You see him take a defender away, and that opened up Edwin Rivas. And he made no mistake with the finish.
Powered it by Mizell. And the 3-goal cushion is back. Hearing 4 minutes of stoppage time. That's what separates us from the happier hour after every home game. Come upstairs to the restaurant, meet Coach Winalda and the players. Brought to you by Zappos, Two Roots Brewing Company, and Jarritos.
Well, it'll be a happy Coach Winalda you'll be meeting tonight for sure.
Everybody. Still some things to look at. You don't want to be conceding late as the game gets stretched.
Yeah, for sure. That's probably the one little area they'll go, hey, we didn't want to give up anything.
Like a tennis match here at the end. And we'll go out for a corner. Well worked by Kevon Frater and Kevin Garcia Lopez. So 4 minutes minimum. We're into minute number 2. So they won't get the shutout, but they'll have 4 goals. Well, for the first time, I believe, since that Seattle game on April 13th.
Well, good night's work.
Be the first win since May 11th.
Oi!
What do we got there?
Well, Frater did not. Frater was going to kind of play it, and as Olsen punted it, he punted it into Frater. I don't know what part of Frater he hit, but hit part of Frater.
That David Beckham moment when MLS about 7-8 years ago. This blast the ball into an opponent.
Well, it wasn't. He was going to punt the ball, and Frater was kind of close enough to try to get a block in and
take that.
He took it.
Halfway through stoppage time. 4-1 Las Vegas. They've lit it up tonight. Turned over. Do they have more goals in them? Preston already has one. Corner of the area. Maybe Wise is just taking it to the corner and see it out. Rivas.
Not at 4-1. You're not worried about it. At 4-1, when you're around the box, you go, we might be able to score 5.
A little forearm shiver from Ryan Williams. End-to-end action to close this one out. And tripped up is Wehan. Boy, regen, how important is that for New Mexico United here? Coming after this one after running. A minute to go.
Yeah, managing the load right now is something Troy Lesesne is going to have to do.
Back on the road. And turned over Sandoval. In the area. Sandoval, 5 goals scored. Junior makes it a 5 spot. Goal number 2 on the season for the Georgia native. And we're running out of confetti in the supporter section.
It's like Rusty in Vegas Vacation. I put in $1, I got a car. Put in $1, I got a goal. Put in $1, I got a goal. Put in $1, I got a goal. They got 5.
Mr. Papa Giorgio.
Wow. This is what the doctor ordered. And we had said at the beginning, we said, look, when the goals start coming, they're going to come in bunches. And tonight, they have come in absolute bunches.
It's a 7th shot on target tonight.
Edwin Rivas.
And then Sandoval.
Sandoval.
As it's gotten away here late, and that will be the final whistle for Farah Datko. It's a 5-1 victory for Eric Winalda and Las Vegas Lights FC. Viva Lights as they go to 5, 6, and 4 on the season.
Right there, you probably know that Eric Winalda is telling him, good luck and go for it on Wednesday.
Got to get after it.
But
so
yeah.
a very convincing and well-deserved and wanted victory tonight as that breaks the stretch. First win since May 11th. And how? Our post-game show coming your way right after this. A lot of goals to go over in our highlights. That is coming your way right after this. The Lights win it 5-1 over the division-leading New Mexico United.
CW Las Vegas this week when your Las Vegas Lights FC take on El Paso Locomotive FC Saturday, June 22nd at 6:30 p.m.
Ball hit across. What a finish!
Don't miss a moment of all the action on the CW Las Vegas, Channel 33, Cable 6.
Boston Dental Group, your place for friendly, gentle, and convenient dental care in Las Vegas. We offer you expert specialists such as orthodontics, implants, cosmetic dentistry, and even pedodontics for your children. Call us today to take advantage of our limited time offers. 25% off cleanings and only $250 down to start your braces today. Call 702-388-8888.
Boston Dental Group, making healthy smiles more affordable to you.
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
This is the Durabit of the all-new Chevy Silverado.
That is huge.
It offers a built-in 120-volt outlet.
Wow.
Plug that in for me.
Oh, holy smoke.
And the all-new Silverado has more trim levels than any other pickup.
Oh, wow. There's something for all of us.
It's time to upgrade.
Get 0% financing for 72 months or get a total value of over $8,700 on this all-new Silverado. See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Hey, I'm Brian Salmon.
And I'm Amber Dixon. Enjoy tonight's game and be sure to watch News 3 live at 11 tonight.
Yep, we'll have highlights and you never know, you might end up on TV too.
The place for all the lights action is with News 3 Sports.
And good luck to the Las Vegas Lights.
And luck was on the side of the Lights tonight. A 5-1 victory in convincing fashion as Gavin Torrey had that first one. Jeff Radcliffe, Tom Traxler, just what the doctor ordered tonight.
Oh, was it ever. Like we said, we came in and the talk was the fact that the Las Vegas Lights weren't scoring goals. Well, they got that sorted tonight
Highlights
in one.
Brought to you by Findlay Toyota.
And have a look here. What a strike. Absolute brilliant strike by Javon Torre.
In 32nd minute to get the party started. Then the penalty. Tripa earned and Tripa took.
Yep, penalty, like we said, may wasn't the best, but the rebound was kind. But Vegas all night long, this was because they deserved it. I mean, usually good things happen when you play on the front foot, when you're pressuring like they did, when you work as hard as a guy like Tabor Ataka Preston did all night long. Good things are going to happen for you.
That is just desserts.
And then
the flick back from Estrada ruining the perfect night.
Yeah, you look, nobody followed him, and he's just able to get that flick.
But the Lights not done. Rivas with his opener.
Yeah, look
to his account.
The counterattack opportunities were going to be there, but that was because the ball was intercepted in the midfield. Again, a little bit of pressure. Good things happening for Las Vegas.
And Sandoval would have the bow tie, 4th minute of stoppage time.
Yep, look, everybody wanted to get in on the party. And Sandoval was no different. So 4-goal cushion, 5 goals scored. Vegas will feel good tonight.
Look at our full-time match stats. The shots on target, boy, half of them. That's pretty good representation. They conceded a lot of possession, but when New Mexico team that is chasing, as we mentioned, that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a deceiving possession. It's possession that Vegas gave them, but look at how efficient Las Vegas Lights were on shots and shots on target. That's what you want to see.
So Las Vegas moves to 5-6-4, 19 points. Moves them up for the time being near that upper half of the West. Yeah, good night. Take a breath, Eric Winaldo. Your boys deserve it tonight. They've beaten New Mexico United 5-1 the final score as New Mexico gets set to make their U.S. Open Cup trip to Dallas. It has been fun. Las Vegas win it 5-1 for my good friend Tom Traxler. I'm Jeff Radcliffe. For our entire crew, I say so long from Cashman Field. A big win tonight for the Viva Lights. Good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.